On the auspicious occasion of Guru Poornima, my intention is to share with you the grace of my Guru, Karunamayi. I offer my salutations at the lotus feet of my Sadguru. As a guiding force, my Guru has purified my life and has been leading me on the right path ever since. This is my first endeavor in English. I am talking to the public. My childhood and youth. We have often heard that when we have the Guru's grace, we can achieve anything. I am here to share the events that unfolded in my life, the twists and turns that changed my life and made it more meaningful and purposeful. The sharing of the events that unfolded in my life is not with the intention of gaining any kind of recognition for myself. For someone who did not even know the essence of Guru's grace, I believe the result of my good karmas of my past life, the right time arrived and I got entangled the benevolence of Ramana Maharshi. He showered his grace and thus I got associated with my live and alive Guru Karunamayi Amma. I thought of myself as ordinary without any talent and goal, very shy and lacking in confidence and self-esteem till the age of 48. I transformed and blossomed with the grace of my Guru. Every single view of mine of myself changed my virtue of my Guru's blessings. None of my family members, including my grandparents and parents, have followed a Guru or a Mutt. We have not even been to the Kanchi Mutt or Sringeri Mutt. I therefore had no opportunity to know about a Guru or even hear tales of a Guru and his influence. The first turning point in my life that marked my destiny was a call from Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi himself. I was as always carrying lunch for my son at school. I met a friend and asked her where she was coming from. She told me that she was returning from music classes on Ramana Maharshi. She suggested I join her and I did not hesitate. I began attending bhajan classes to learn and sing the praise of Lord Ramana. The first episode makes me believe in the universal truth that everything happens at the behest of a Guru. When the right time arrives, we find ourselves in the right place, everything falls in place. I did not go in search of a Guru. The benevolent Guru came into my life to make it worthy. I recall a small episode of my life when I was just 26. A palmist had come home and was reading all our palms and foretelling our future. Like everyone else, I was curious and stretched my hands so she could read my palm too. She told me that when I would turn 35, I'd be led into the path of spirituality. Then I did not understand what she meant. As each episode in my life began to unfurl, I began to get what she had meant. A mother of 3 children and homemaker, diligently taking care of my family's needs, I was confined to the 4 walls and hardly exposed all the ways of the world outside. I welcomed this change in my life and began meeting new people in the class. I had never tried singing before and now could not stop humming Arunachala Shiva and Arunachala Ramana. I tried to understand his teachings but could not. I was told that merely chanting the sacred name Arunachala ensures that you do not have another birth and attain moksha. This appealed to me and I soon began to sing all the time, even as I went about my daily chores. A similar event reoccurred in my life. I was standing outside my son's school to pick him up and met another lady. She turned out to be a music teacher who specialized in teaching slokas and bhajans. I yearned to learn more and so I joined these classes and soon learned the sacred slokas and simple bhajans in praise of divine. the Saundarya Lahari and Shivananda Lahari, to name a few. I joined the group of enchanting singers and soon began to participate in programs at temples, and this continued for a decade. I had begun to relish every musical moment of my day. My spiritual journey had begun. I am born in a Brahmin family, brought up by a grandmother who was a disciplinarian. Her strict rules, do's and don'ts, often filled me with fear. I was more afraid of God. I did not understand the essence of many rituals and hence found them strenuous. I disliked living in constant fear. I would even wish and pray that my next birth is not in a Brahmin family. Little did I know then that a benevolent Guru would come into my life and erase my fears. She cleared all my doubts as she gave me the scientific explanation for all the rituals. She made me realize that I was blessed to be born as a Brahmin. Music took me to her. Our team was asked to sing in the presence of a evolved master from Andhra Pradesh. She loves music, someone said, and I joined willingly. Thank heavens I did. I came face to face with Her Holiness Vijayeshwari, fondly referred to by her devotees as Karunamayi Amma. True to her name, she welcomed all of us with compassion. Emerging of an avatar. Her mother is Annapurnamma, who was an ardent devotee of Ramana Maharishi. Annapurnamma would visit Ramana often. On one occasion, Ramana Maharishi called a pregnant Annapurnamma to his side and told her that she was going to give birth to a girl who is an incarnation of Devi. He added that soon her house would turn into an ashram and that she would not have the need to come to his ashram anymore. Annapurnamma had another experience while standing in front of Devi Chamundeshwari at the Mysore temple. She sensed a light entering her womb. As was predicted, Vijayeshwari alias Karunamayi Amma was born on the auspicious day of Vijayadashami. Even as a young girl, everyone around her sensed her divine energy. Soon after graduating, Vijayeshwari Devi went to Penushila, a forest area near Garudadri Hills. This place is considered sacred as there is a Swayambhu Kshetra of Lord Narasimha here. For 10 years, the young lady lived an austere life in the forest. She emerged from deep meditation and began to grace the world as an avatar of Devi, just as Ramana Maharishi had predicted. Meeting the Divine. The week that turned unforgettable for me arrived. Karunamayi Amma graced my friend's home for a discourse on the Lalita Sahasranama for an entire week. I realized her divinity the moment I set eyes on her. The entire discourse was in Telugu, a language I did not understand. I am now not even surprised anymore when I say I understood it all. I realized that the gates of knowledge and spirituality were opened for me. On the last day of the discourse, my friend performed the Pada Puja. This was the first time ever I witnessed a puja for somebody alive and moving amongst us. You can now understand how little I knew about a guru and reverence to a guru. The timing and place was perfect. My children did not depend on me for everything. My husband has moved to Tirupati to oversee work in his factory. I was in Bangalore. I had enough time at my disposal to listen to Karunamayi Amma. Amma had established an ashram at Bangalore. Then so I would accompany my friend on her many trips and listen to her discourse. I was mesmerized by her divine voice, thoughts and explanations of our ancient text that made it all practical. Before this, I was not fond of listening to epics like the Ramayana, Mahabharata. I had not even laid hands on the Bhagavad Gita. I was fortunate to learn all this from my Guru, who helped me understand such profound text effortlessly and put it to practical use too. Small steps that led to big changes. Amma gives importance to meditation, Gayatri Mantra, and Lalita Sahasranama chanting. For me, who did not know anything about meditation till I turned 50, I repeatedly listened to Amma's explanation on the importance and began meditating too. I soon understood the importance of waking up early and meditating during the Brahma Muhurtam. That is when the planets have the least influence on us. I learnt about chakras, the energy points in our body. When properly activated, one can achieve anything. We do find people intelligent, active, orators, singers, and healthy all in one. When not activated, one can turn weak and listless too. Chanting mantras, focusing on the chakras, and meditating could nullify the impact of our bad karmas and replace them with good ones. All this was a revelation. I began feeling empowered each day. I had heard all along that women are not allowed to chant the Gayatri Mantra, but Guru Amma busted the myth and brought clarity. She quoted examples of women who chanted during the ancient times. I soon learned that the Gayatri Mantra has 24 letters and each letter denotes a certain God energy. Once you begin chanting the Gayatri Mantra, you don't have to do elaborate pujas. I simply can't stop talking about what I learned. I never in my remotest dream thought I would one day be meditating and discussing the Gayatri. It is a living Guru and her grace that has turned all my karma into good ones and bestowed me with this wealth. The big day arrived. I heard the announcement that Guru Amma has planned to initiate many into Gayatri. I had a small doubt in my mind. Will I be able to practice this diligently? But once the Guru has graced you with the blessings, all doubts drop. My Guru personally initiated me into this Gayatri Mantra, thus making my life meaningful. My daily routine changed. I have begun to wake up at 3:30 a.m. I wake up with a sense of gratitude, chanting the name of my mother. I chant the Gayatri, meditate. I stopped brooding myself with worries and negative thoughts of family. I still wonder how much simple steps can bring about such a big transformation. Strengthening my sadhana. Another bright spot in my life is the week I spent in Peninsula for the first time. This time it was a deep, unforgettable experience of meditating in the Guru's presence all week long. To me, it felt like I was part of an Upanishad. At the foot of Garudadri hills, surrounded by a thick forest, still and silent, most of the time only the sounds of birds breaking the silence sounding like music to one's ears. Sitting under the canopies of the trees in the forest and visualizing Amma Karunamayi as a young lady spending 10 years in the forest, I began to realize how special she was, how divine and an avatar. The first day, Mataji introduced us to the purpose of our lives, the goal we must have, how important it is not to get addicted to materialistic life. Being disciplined, going to a temple, doing puja cannot be beneficial if it is not accompanied by inner transformation. We must be a caring human being first. This might sound familiar, but when Guru Mataji expressed this, it made a deep impact. All my doubts dispelled. I understood life better. It was not about just listening, but about acting on everything the Guru expects of us. When Guru took us through mantras, the sounds and impact on our nerves and transforms our emotions, I was astonished. I soon realized that our Mataji was preparing us for best practices and also to share this wealth with all around us. I am transformed. Before I came face to face with my Guru, I was a very shy person full of inhibitions. I lacked confidence and low self-esteem. I did not seem to even respect myself. I found it difficult to sing alone, even after a decade of singing. I wavered in my decisions. Constantly listening to words of wisdom from Guru Mataji propelled me into action. My sadhana became more sincere. I avoided unnecessary conversation. I stopped getting irritated for petty issues. Soon an interesting opportunity presented itself. My dear friend who had introduced me to Mataji could not come to the ashram for some reason. She held a responsible position in the ashram activities. None could take on her responsibilities immediately. She was the lead singer in the evening satsangs. I reluctantly became the lead singer. With a fear deep in my heart, I began the first song and could not believe the transformation. At 60, I had overcome a worst fear and thereafter led many bhajans with renewed confidence each time. Mataji encouraged me. She would spend a longer time in the Bangalore ashram where the main deity is the Sri Chakram. Navaratri celebrations. One celebration that all of us look forward to is the Navaratri celebrations at the ashram. Vijayadashmi, the birthday of Ma Karunamayi, is celebrated with great pomp and show. The experience cannot be put in words, but I shall make an effort to highlight what impresses me most. I am going to say how the pujas are conducted here with so much dedication and explained by Amma each and everything meaning behind that. We do many things not knowing the meaning. I was not knowing anything about puja vidhana. She explained how you can make out your puja has reached God. With sincerity you do puja, some way God will make things happen. You can realize our puja God has accepted. Thinking the photo or idol are real and with dedication you do it, it will happen. The way we present our Naivedyam in a nice way, not with the same vessel, very hot for example. Flowers neatly offered and arati with care, it should burn like a pearl. 10 days Navaratri will be celebrated in such a way you can see and realize the presence of God. You will forget everything. It will be celebrated with dedication and everything will be explained by Amma. She will be going on stressing how important and valuable these days not to waste the time and to be with God all the time, chanting or doing japa, so that one day these things will come to save us in our life. She gives importance to Veda during Navaratri. 15 Purohits comes, they chant all the Vedas and explained by Amma about that in detail. I never knew about all these things. Being a Brahmin, I have not come to know all about that. Also, I enjoyed the chanting with rhythm. I was also charged by the mantras. Because of Amma, I have learned Sri Suktam, Durga Suktam, Purusha Suktam and Rudram. She explained chanting of mantram only gives energy to the idol. Doing Abhishekam with mantra, we are charged with energy. What a valuable point, she said. big change in my life came. In 2000, I had to shift to Tirupati, where my husband was alone taking care of the factory. I was taking care of the children in Bangalore before. I was very hesitant to go to Tirupati, not knowing Telugu, and can't go to Amma's ashram and will be missing Amma's discourse and also my city life. Not knowing my life is going to change and good things are waiting for me. The day I landed, my husband assured me, "You can continue the same life like Bangalore. Nearby there is Ramakrishna Mutt. You can spend your time there." After seeing Ramakrishna Mutt, I remembered the days when we were in Calcutta, staying closer to Dakshineshwar. Our weekends we used to be there, not knowing much about Ramakrishna and seeing the Ganges. How now the Master has given me refuge and the same routine what I used to have in Bangalore. The whole world is coming to Tirupati to see Venkateshwara, but staying in Tirupati in the beginning, I had not realized his greatness. My mind always connected with Devi from the beginning, and there in the ashramam also Devi cult only. For everything, time has to come. One day when I was coming home, suddenly some lines came on Venkateshwara to me. I was wondering what is happening to me. By the time I came home, I got the full song. Immediately wrote down the words. I could not believe this. It happened in 2003. Then that time onwards, words are coming to me and started writing daily, and one day I completed 108 songs on him. I understood his power. I thought I am really blessed. Without asking him, he really blessed me. That time onwards, without chanting of Vishnu Sahasranama, I won't have my food. And compulsorily, I wrote one song daily. Even now, I am doing that. Like that, Subramanya Swami also gave me some experience, made me write 100 songs on him. Anything you can achieve if you do meditation and do Gayatri Japa was the main speech Mataji was telling all the time. I followed that with her blessing. Only I was able to do all these things in my life, that too after 50. She has sown the seed in me that has grown, and I am benefiting with that result. Near Tirupati, there is a place called Kanipakam, where Swayambhu Ganesha is there. Whoever comes to see Balaji, they visit this temple. I also went and had darshan. I heard so much about this Ganesha. He also made me a miracle in my life. In 2003 it happened. Somebody was teaching his songs. I was coming from that class on the way. Suddenly 2 lines came to me for a song. I was wondering what is this. It happened to me that day, Sankatahara Chaturthi. By the time I came home, full song I got it. Immediately wrote down that song. Then after, automatically I wrote another song. Like that, I completed 100 songs on him. It was a divine experience for me. I am not good in language. How I am writing songs, I could not understand. Now and then it has become a routine. I was going on writing songs on all gods. My husband also noticed that, and I also used to read it out to him, how the words have come. Suddenly one day he took me to a printing press, then told me, "You give your songs here and we will publish it as a book." This I never expected it will happen in my life. That too in Tirupati, we found out a Tamil press. Not able to believe what is happening in my life. Not knowing about recording in 95 in Bangalore, 2 cassettes, bhajans on Amma was released with Amma's blessings. It happened. I want to share some experience what I had with songs on Venkateshwara, how he made some Leela in my life. He made me release a CD in Tamil in Tirupati. In 2004 it happened. I don't know anybody in Tirupati. He made me connected to a person who does not know about devotional songs. He sings only film songs. He knows recording and plays keyboard. I can sing and I don't have theoretical knowledge. Then how to put the tune for the song? But he said, you sing 2 lines and go. So I sang a song on Amsadwani Raga. Then next day, when I heard the bit, I was shocked it was in the same raga. He managed it. Like that, I completed Venkateshwara Pamalai and offered my first CD in the Hundi. Like that, in 10 years in Tirupati, I released 8 CDs on all gods. It's only Guru's grace. After coming to Karunamayi ashram, the platform I got for my singing, I was able to compose and sing with confidence and able to achieve this in my life. Having born as a Brahmin, I was not knowing much about our Sanatana Dharma. When Amma spoke about elaborately, then I was amazed to have the richness of our culture. She is very fond of Vedas. Then she said it is the backbone of our Hindu Dharma. During Navaratri, all the 10 days, 15 Prohit chant all the Vedas and explains to us. She also gives so much respect to the Pandits who chants Vedas and each and every person she introduces and which Veda they are good. They themselves wonder and amazed and said nowhere they have seen this type of recognition for them and admired the way with dedication pujas are conducted here. After coming to the Karunamayi ashram only, I came to know about Suktas and Amma made us learn Sri Suktam, Durga Suktam, Purusha Suktam and Rudram. She explained about the importance of Homa and made it clear what are the things are offered in that and why. I noticed whatever Amma does, it will be very systematic and with Shraddha. There is no chance for casually doing. There is always a beauty will be there. To mention, the flowers should be fresh and thorns should be removed and decorated in a plate properly. Fruits also arranged in a plate like that. For Naivedya, what you see in the photos. She gives importance to the Arati. All the Aratis wig will be kept in such a way and all the Aratis look alike. And it is the feast for the eyes. No words to explain that. After seeing here and hearing from Amma, I have started to follow that in my life and tell people also. She says if you do puja with dedication, naturally your prayers will be answered. After seeing this type of puja, wherever I go, when I see casual attitude offering, I am not able to like it. There is a big change came in me. In this ashram, people from all walks of life come here. Big Chandi Homa, Adirudram, everything happens here. Being a Brahmin had different ideals and rituals and following so many years, now everything vanished from me. I am able to mix with people and the thought of Brahmin is no more there. I feel the divinity whatever was done here. I was not aware of Sri Chakra and Salagrama and the power of that. How elaborately Amma spoke about this subject and showed varieties of Salagrama which I have never seen before. When Amma explains about puja, she creates the desire for that person to follow what she says. Like that, my lifestyle has changed now completely and do puja the way Amma says and not a single day I miss Rudram. She makes the person to enjoy that. Mataji's visit to the US was very much talked and welcomed by all sorts of people. With her divine look and love for people, she became very popular and people were overwhelmed to see her and liked her teachings and started following seriously more than Indians in India. In 2010, March 17th, a big blow came in my life. I lost my husband. Just he was feeling uneasy and had an heart attack. Because of these years of Amma's teachings, I was able to withstand this shock. In these 30 years, never a break came in my life, so I was continuously able to come to the ashram without any problem. This is really a boon. Life was going on. After some time, a situation came. I had to vacate the home. I was really upset. One side, recently big tragedy of losing my husband, and 10 years stayed in a particular locality. I did not know what to do. I did not realize there is a big turning point for the good is going to happen in my life. My friend told me she is going to shift to a good locality. There she is going to occupy second floor and first floor is vacant. Without interest, I went and saw that house. I finalized the house. Small lane, there is a small Anjaneya temple opposite Shiradi Baba temple, and the same street Ramana Kendra is also there. From the balcony, if I see, I can have the darshan of Anjaneya. Anjaneya is the God who gives confidence which you need. How this change came into my life at the right time, it's only divine twist. My mind was completely involved in the activities of the temple. First day itself, I got a bhajan on Hanuman. Everybody learnt that in the temple. Poornima, Ramanavami, Hanumanta Jayanti, Sankatahara Chaturthi, they celebrate. I used to sing songs according to the occasion. During Dhanurmasam, morning 5 o'clock, I sing Tirupavai. Never I dreamt of this. I also go to Baba temple and join in the bhajans. So after my husband's loss, God gave me another outlet, kept me occupied with these activities. Hanuman's entry in my life made me bold and happy person, taking life with ease. With his grace, I wrote 108 songs on him. In 2013, I released an album on Hanuman and Baba also. With so much hesitation, came to Tirupati, but my life was memorable with Balaji's grace. I did seva for Ramakrishna and with Venkateshwara's grace released a book on him and also an album. I sang once in Tirumala and wrote songs on all gods. In my 70s, I was able to achieve all this. I would not have achieved all this in Bangalore. In 2016, I had to leave Tirupati and came to Bangalore. I was wondering how my life is going to be. I was having very good satsanga in Tirupati. I am going to miss all those things. But you had to carry on, and I was prepared for anything. It's up to me how to shape my life worthwhile. I should not leave my singing. I continued my writing. Anyway, this is technology world. I saw how the WhatsApp and YouTube people were using. Slowly I learned to type and send voicemail and how to record and then make a video also. According to the occasions, I sang and made video, posted in Facebook and my own YouTube channel and sent it to my group also. This development, I could not believe myself. Am I really doing all this? Yes, my 35 years with Amma, I have come to this level. There is no hesitation for anything. 2019, there is a miracle happened in my life. After taking Amma as a guru, I don't go to anybody or listen much. Everybody will be knowing of Kanchi Shankaracharya, who is called as Paramacharya. He lived 99 years and he is also called as Jagat Guru. No doubt he himself, Shiva, taken avatar, came to the world to guide us as a guru. Even now people talk about his greatness and miracles he has done in his life. Even though he is not there, people are experiencing his blessings in many ways and they are sharing that in WhatsApp and YouTube. Just I was going through their experiences. It was unbelievable how in many cases he has helped people and also people who has not seen him and not having faith in him. With their frustration, they did Guru Puja, their problems were solved. It became an addiction for me to daily go through that. I was wondering whether he is a guru or real God. Suddenly one day I got some lines came to me on him like a song. I could not believe myself. In no time I finished that song. The great Guru, and not following him, by reading his miracles, he himself blessed me to write in his praise. I thought I am really blessed. So non-stop I started writing and finished 108 songs and Ashtotram on him. 2019 February, on his birth star, Anuradha, I released a book on him. Then on continuously, I write on him, on his star, and I sing a song and post it in my YouTube and Facebook. What can you say for this? Then 2020 on Poornima day, with Kamakshi's blessings, she made me write on her and released a book. It was released in Kanchipuram, Kamakshi temple in her lotus feet. The purpose of this sharing my spiritual experiences in these 35 years is not to boast about me, what all I have achieved. It's to say, a person like me, no talent, without self-confidence, I changed to this level because of Guru's grace. Karunamayi Amma's blessings, and she has shown me the path, and I followed in my 78 years. When I turned back and saw my journey, having come to the world, something I have done. Amma always says, you should do something before you leave the world. As Amma always says, with discipline in spiritual life, meditation, Gayatri Japa, goal in life, and self-confidence, anything you can achieve in the world. Many things I have shared about Amma's teachings. Maybe it will inspire some, and I hope so. Then my purpose is achieved. Anyway, I really wanted to share my spiritual journey in my lifetime. Amma made it happen. Till my last breath, I wish I should go on writing songs on God and do the seva for Amma's lotus feet. Jai Karunamayi.